Good evening and welcome to Wembley for the 2024 Carabao Cup Final between defending champions Manchester United and Chelsea. Now, when these two met in the Premier League earlier this season at Old Trafford, Chelsea got stuffed 3-0. So, Aussie villain, how do we prevent a repeat embarrassment here today? Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? It was a bad night. It was a while ago now, but we're a better team than we were back then as well. So, Raheem, you're not starting, mate. You're on the bench. Now get out there and warm up, mate. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Chelsea. It's a cup final today. We are at Wembley to face Manchester United in the Carabao Cup Final. We then will go to Blackburn in the FA Cup, that is, and hopefully get a win there as well. But the chance for a trophy, my first trophy on Football Manager 2024, which is exciting as well. And there's not too much to catch you up on since last episode, except for one game in the league against Nottingham Forest. So let's go see how that went. We took an early lead when Leonardo slipped in Madueke. Lavia made it 2-0. But Forest pulled one back before half-time. Before Madueke's superb assist for Nkunku made it 3-1. So a good performance from us. I did try double inside forwards with this one with Jackson playing on the left. He was terrible again. And I just don't know what to do with him, to be honest. I just don't know what to do with him. But you can see on the XG tracker, we took him off just after half time and almost instantly we just looked better. Cole Palmer came on and when we played with an actual winger out there, and Nkunku came on for Gallagher, and yeah, that trio, or that quartet I should say, up front just looked a lot better for us. So I think that might be the way forward. So if we look at the league table coming into this one, and we've had a few favours done in some other results, so we are sit third right now. More or less everybody's played the same amount of games, or certainly anybody that's up there with us. We've got a nice little gap back to fourth, and only a point off the top. Now, we're going to have to obviously beat some of these better teams that are up there, and we can start by beating Man United in the Cup today, but obviously that will not help us in the league, will it? So, yeah, that is the league, but we put that to one side right now because it is Carabao Cup final time. So we are expecting a 4-3-3 out of them. Now, Rashford is missing for them. I'm assuming injured, was sort of brought up in the press conference. And this is the team we're sending out. We've more or less got a full squad to pick from. Gusto is suspended. Fofana is injured as he has been all season, so no loss there necessarily. So Sanchez in goal. Chilwell, Colwell, Diassi and James back fit again, plays right back. Fernandez and Casado go in midfield. It's Jesus Christ, this name. I should call him Madueke because that's what I've been calling him. Nkunku and Lamar will be behind Leonardo up front. Leonardo was very good against Forest. 2 assists for him in that one. So let's hope he can keep that sort of form going for us. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. They've got their cup goalkeeper in... I don't recognise that name. Is he there in real life? A Turkish, I'm assuming from the name. But everybody else there is more or less what you would imagine first choice would look like if Rashford wasn't there. And what do we say to this? We probably say, put on a word. We just say play your natural game. It's a cup final. It's always a little bit of a nervy time for everybody, isn't it? But yeah, let's hope we play well. And here we go at Wembley, first time. And let's hope it's not the last, and B, it's a winning trip to Wembley. I think this is more or less what I consider to be our best team right now. There's one or two obviously, whether we go with Lavia in as a defensive or deep lying midfielder, or Fernandez as we have here, Casado. Midfield, I think we have quite a few good options. Palmer and Lamar are probably neck and neck. But I think Madueke's been playing really well as that inside forward on the right. Mudryk obviously could come in and play as a winger over there. He's done brilliantly at that all season. But I think outside of that, this is just about our best team. So yeah, let's hope it's good enough. We've got a free kick to defend here. It is off the wall. It is clear. And it's into touch for the throw. So we'll give them some encouragement early on here. Only the second minute of the game. And they push in the back very close. But it was just within the realms of the rules. So we've had no possession. We have had some shots. And now we've got a corner. Nkunku to take. Can he find a Chelsea head? It's into a good area just outside the reach of the goalkeeper. Diassi probably had more time there. And in the end, just headed it politely back to the goalkeeper like he was defending that goal. And highlight looks like it's going to continue here. Madueke, what can he do? He puts some pressure on, but here we go. James will win that. And we can go back the other way now. All the way back to Sanchez. Let's see where we go from here. Good to see the weather turned up for Wembley as well. Diassi, wide for James. Madueke back to James. And we go again. Madueke, he can dribble. Can he find a pass? He can. It's Casado! And it's not a great effort, is it? And it'll be a goal kick. But that's the first signs of life from us. From 36% possession, which again is not great. But we've got some more defending to do here, it looks like. And Xavier, who's that? Is that someone that's been brought off the bench? Defender? Midfielder? Have they made a sub? Oh, is that Emrabat? That's not his name, though, is it? Oh, it's over the top from Martial. And we've got another highlight. Sanchez gets it wide. James. We get it forward for Madueke. It's a very, very poor pass. Fernandez picks it up. He has a go off the post, was it? And we get away with that. It's still not clear, though. There's danger in the middle, and it is into the side of the net. And it was offside in any case by looks of things. Chilwell now with a throw to Lamar. Colwell to Fernandez. Al Fernandez, the better Fernandez. Here we go with Casado. Just getting crowded out there, but kept possession nicely. There's a good ball for Nkunku. There's some space in here, but we didn't really use it, did we? Maduke's in here. Madueke, can he find the ball across the goal? He does. It's bouncing around. It's cleared still, kind of, and it is still there. It's going to be a penalty, is it? No, it's a free kick. I'm not sure what he did wrong there. Certainly for a booking as well. So they have made a sub, haven't they? Because Emrabat, I'm sure he was playing a little bit deeper when we kicked off. But anyway, doesn't matter. We've definitely come back into the game in terms of shots. You would argue we've had the better of them, although they have hit the woodwork once or twice. So yeah, maybe that's debatable. But let's see what this highlight brings for us. It is a big ask maybe for Leonardo to go up top. He's only 18, I think, so, and still doesn't learn the language or anything. But I think he's definitely, maybe with the exception of Taremi, the best option to have up there. As James has let Martial go, and it is into Rosette, so it's fine. Oh, the nerves of a cup final. Let's try to demand more. We've arguably, like I say, it's been even, hasn't it? You wouldn't say we've been the better team. That's definitely manager bias coming through there. James, again, not quite doing what I'd like him to do on Martial, as that is surely a free kick. But it's not given, and we will play on as they go all the way back to their goalkeeper. Chilwell. We're trying to show them onto the outside. I'm looking at that and thinking that's maybe where they want to be as well. As Martial, he's onside, I think. I don't know that we're going to get rescued from that one. And in first half stoppage time, we've gone a goal down, I'm pretty sure. So while we wait for that worst possible time, let's try and trap them inside. It is awarded. It looked fine, if I'm completely honest. It did look fine. And yeah, where's Casado? There's no one doing any sort of resembling marking. Reece James, what are you doing? Martial's out there, man. And, we worked on defensive shape before this game as well. It's a good place to pause it. There's Martial, and what is Reece James doing? He's marking the striker, is he? That cannot be right. We'll check it at half-time with only a couple of seconds to go here. But have the marking assignments been accidentally moved around or something? Because there's no excuse for that to have been the case, and we've almost conceded another one. Let's berate them. Come on, guys. Just get to half-time. Get this away. Jesus Christ, it's hit the woodwork again. We are clinging on at the end of the first half here. The whistle cannot blow soon enough for us. And we still haven't had it blown up. And there it is there. So, we're in the game, and we're lucky. We're lucky to be in the game the way that half finished. Now, we need more possession. We'll go with that. We've got faith in you to do it. We are a good team, but when we play some of these bigger teams, you wouldn't know it looking at us. All right, what Reece James? What are you even doing, mate? You're not actually marking anybody. Okay, so that probably tells a story, doesn't it? So you are supposed to be marking. Oh no, you're not supposed to be man marking, are you? But we're just going to put you on Martial. You go and stay with him. Yeah, that's probably a good thing for you to do. And we will leave it at that for now. Do we want to change anything about the way we're attacking? I wonder if we look to exploit the flanks as well. And yeah, let's see what happens with that. And yeah, let's hope Reece James has some idea about who he's supposed to be marking now. Leonardo again, not covering himself in glory at the top. As I said, he played really well against Forest, but I wonder if that was somewhat circumstantial with who we were playing and how we were playing them as well. As we're putting, okay, that's better, James. That's your man there. You stay with him. Stick him in your back pocket. Oh, James. Second half, a little bit like the first half, and that is not what we needed, is it? So we're going to make some, we're going to make ringing changes here because this is just not working right now. I think the first thing we need to do is consider the shape that we're playing in. It's the sort of game, in hindsight, I wouldn't mind having what's his face available. I've gone blank. Thiago Silva. Okay, so we're going to bring Mudryk on and play with wingers. We're going to bring Taremi on and send him up top. And we might leave it at that for now. And Kunku's not having a great game. But perhaps... Oh no, I do have Conor Gallagher on the bench. So we'll do that as well. And let's see if a triple sub can make a difference in this game. Because something needs to make a difference in the game, doesn't it? We do not need to go a third goal down. Do we give it a no pressure maybe? Like what is going on? Diassi's having a bit of a nightmare. We have Chalabar we could bring on. Here we go with Colwell. We need to score next, and it needs to be relatively soon, doesn't it? Taremi putting some good pressure on at the back. Oh, that was almost. Reece J. I mean, we don't really... I mean, Chalabar could come on and play out there at right back, I suppose, as Diassi needs to go. He's chasing headless chickens out there, so Chalabar will come on for him. And, yeah, well, Luke Shaw is just checking his earrings and doing everything that you want our guys to do. If it was the other roles reversed. Fernandez. Back for Chalabar. It's under hit. Chalabar gets back and wins possession, though. What can we do with this? We seem to just have a real blind spot against the Manchester teams and Newcastle. There's the ball in. It's a good ball in, and Taremi gets his 7th of the season, and it is game back on. Very, very much game back on. We're only halfway through the second half, and suddenly spirits are lifted. Lamar Thomas with the cross in, and it's 2 of my signings. Of all the players Chelsea have signed, it's 2 guys that I've bought in that have got us back into this one. That's more like it. Let's encourage them. And let's see if we can go and get ourselves level now. 15 to play. What else can we do? Let's raise up our tempo. Let's not work the ball into the box. And, I mean, it was just that stupid spell either side of half time. And that is what has, that's what's cost us so far, isn't it? All right. Do we have any subs left? We do have a sub left. So, let's get rid of that. We need to go a little bit more direct, don't we? And I'm wondering, if we do that, we'll go into... Oh, Jesus. Okay, pause. Fernandez needs to go further forward. Could Cole Palmer come on and do a job up front? He would come on for Reece James, I suppose. And then we would... okay, so hang on. Let me think. Okay, so we're going to have Palmer maybe we want you on support. We don't need too many people forward. Well, you know what I mean, like going on attack. So we're going to go with 3 at the back with wide centre backs, Chilwell and Chalobah. We're bringing Palmer on to play the deep lying forward, and yeah, we're pretty much just hoping and praying that with just stoppage time to go, we can go and get something from this cup final. There's 5 minutes of stoppage time. We're in the 2nd minute of that 5. There's obviously a big risk that we get too many men forward here and pay a price. Sanchez gets to that. All right, get it forward, mate. Get it forward. There is somewhat a bit of urgency going on right now, Sanchez. He does get it forward. Gallagher knocks it down to Taremi for Mudryk. Mudryk! He had Palmer with him as well. Lamar out wide, and it is blocked behind for a corner. Let's go all out attack, see what happens with that. And Lamar to whip the corner in. It's into a good area. Oh, it is wide. It was a lot of power on it. But it doesn't look like it's going to be our day. We are over the allotted stoppage time. And just moments of madness each side of half-time has cost us a chance to win the cup final. Cole Palmer comes forward. Is there time for last-minute heroics? We got last-minute heroics in the semi-final. But they're not going to be repeated in the final. And Manchester United will go back-to-back. And we will wait for our first trophy at Chelsea. Massive shame. Massive shame. Yeah, could we have done anything differently? So, I mean, the answer is yes, obviously. But, yeah, you wonder, should Taremi have started? Was it asking too much of Leonardo to start a cup final? And maybe that was, you know, Taremi came off the bench and got a goal. So, you know, in hindsight, that's probably what we should have done. Yeah, maybe we could have set up with a DM instead of a number 10. Because Nkunku didn't play particularly well either. But, yeah, well, we'll get him next time, hopefully. So, disappointed we couldn't win the trophy. I mean, I think everybody's going to feel that way, aren't they? So there we go. They lift the Carabao Cup. Stupid competition anyway. No one takes it seriously, do they? So, there we go. All right. Oh, it's on to the FA Cup. We should beat Blackburn, surely. All right, welcome back. Let's dust ourselves off, head up to Ewood Park and get a result here. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 out of them as well. And this is the team we're sending out for this one. It is Pekovic. We're going to give him a gaming goal. Sarr, Belashili, Chalobah and Gusto will be the back four. Lavia and Cassidy we're going to go in midfield. It is Sterling, Nkunku and Palmer, with Leonardo getting another chance up top. I think the more games we can give him, the better he's going to be for that experience. And this is a game where it's a good chance for him, I think, to try and get his first goal for the club. And injury-wise, I didn't want to play James again. He's obviously just coming back from injury. McGinn's picked up an annoying little tweak, so he's not available. And we probably want Chukwuemeka on the bench, actually, in place of maybe Madueke. Yeah, that makes sense to me. And... yeah, so there we go. That's the bench as well, you can see there. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. Who plays? Scott McKenna was... he's a good player, isn't he? That's the only name I recognise of players that I've signed in the past. All right, so what do we say to this? We're the favourites. Let's make sure there's no doubt as to why. Let's go with... all right, let's go with that. I have no idea who my assistant even is. I shouldn't really be trusting his opinion until I actually see if he knows what he's doing in terms of talking to players. But there we go. It doesn't work too badly, that one, has it? And here we go. I hate losing cup finals. It's really knocked the stuffing out of me, that. But anyway, it's only a game. As my wife keeps telling me. But anyway, let's hope that we get a nice response here. And yeah, it's a game we should win. I didn't actually check where Blackburn were in the championship. We can see from their recent form, though, that flashed up there. I'm assuming not too well or too high up. So yeah, I mean, it's a championship side. We should be beating them, 99 times out of 100. As Chalobah gets a block in to avoid conceding a first-minute goal. Let's just give it a focus from the corner. And just make sure that we don't do anything silly here, please. Away. It is flicked away for another corner. Yeah, I obviously rotated or changed the side up a lot. I think this is midweek. We've got another game in the league coming up obviously, on the weekend. So what I didn't want is to sort of wear out anybody. I might even... Well, we'll see how we're going here. There's a decent save from Pekovic. It's Nkunku is starting again, and Leonardo. And was there anybody else that was starting again? I don't think so. So we might look to give them a bit of a break as Palmer whips in a good-looking corner. Sterling on the volley, and Raheem Sterling has his 8th of the season. There we go. Very, very nicely done. And we needed, I think, to go in front in this game, didn't we? And we've done just that. It's on the volley. First time. Just really guided it towards goal, didn't he? Goalkeeper looks like he got something on it, but not enough to keep it out. And that is very, very nice. All right. I'm wondering whether a Mazzella might work for us instead of maybe a box-to-box. That might be something. Who have we got playing in that role? Cassidy. I don't know if he could do it. But yeah, that might be something worth considering. We'll see how we go here. That is headed away as Sarr comes clear. I've got to say, I really like Sarr. As a backup left back, he's doing a really, really good job for us. So, yeah, I think he's done brilliantly, which is good. It doesn't make me... Oh, Pekovic with another big save. We're not covering ourselves in glory here, guys. What's going on? Well, we'll just leave it for now, I suppose. Is that Ryan Hedges? He used to play. Yeah, just Ryan Hedges. I think, did he used to play for Aberdeen? You imagine? I would think that they would be quite, like quite compact. So if we do try and get down the side of them, it probably benefits us. But that is terrible. It is absolutely terrible. It's just we do. I don't understand. It's obviously something I'm doing wrong. But we just go into these spells where it looks like we've forgotten how to play. And it's 1-1 in a game that looks like we're second best in. So, what do we do from here? Let's berate them. And that's a pretty good place to start, just for my own sanity, if nothing else. We've had one shot on target in a game against the championship club, or half, I should say. So, far from pleased. That has not been good enough. And... okay, so what can we do? What can we do? If we're not getting shots, we probably don't want to work the ball into the box because that's not doing us any favours. And let's try exploit the middle. Let's try playing with a little bit more width as well. Just to spread the field so that there's more space in the middle. And let's see what we can do after half-time. I mean, this team should be more than good enough to just come to Blackburn and just trounce them. Let's give them some encouragement. And we've got another highlight starting with Blackburn in possession. Excellent. All right, let's try this as box-to-box as a Mazzella. Let's just try it. And it's over the other side there. Where'd you go? Yeah, let's just try it and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, obviously. Oh, Jesus, I thought that was in as well. And Nkunku. I thought it was going to just drip in for us, but no such luck. Leonardo is not having a great game. I'm convinced it's not down to him. It's the tactics around him, the plays around him. So let's take him off for Taremi. Let's get Palmer off for Lamar. And let's get Nkunku off for Conor Gallagher. And that's just about us done then for subs, I would think. I probably should have made them all at once. We could have made another one, but anyway. Let's encourage. Can Cassidy come off? No. Oh, Sterling was just waiting for it. It wasn't the greatest thing, but in the end it's worked for us, and Taremi can't keep his effort down. Here we go. It looks like we may have sprung to life a little bit now. As Gusto went and then stopped, and can he get himself back to help out the defence now? As, oh, Jesus, we're 2-1 down. This is, what is this? All right, let's just get rid of all that stuff and just try and play football. I wonder if we want to try and pass the ball into space a little bit. Defensively, I mean, the two centre-backs are holding hands. It's like they're magnetised together. but like opposite charge to the attackers, and they're just getting repelled away from them. Yeah, Gusto's played him on. I think probably Chalabar was as well. And yeah, well, I said we'll try passing into space and see if it works for us with a bit of a higher tempo. And can we now rescue our FA Cup campaign on the day that we lost the Carabao Cup Final? Gallagher. Oh, it's a good ball for Sterling. Raheem Sterling! He's in and he's done it, and it's his 9th of the season. He has 9. Mudryk has 10. We are absolutely prolific. And Madedeke has quite a few from that right-hand side now as well. That is definitely where we're at our most dangerous. Conor Gallagher messed it up the first time, but second time around, it was good enough. Sterling is proving to be our absolute Lord and Saviour this day. And can we now get a very undeserved win? I mean, do we just want to get them back to Stamford Bridge, I suppose, is the other question. We're going to have to do a bit of defending here, though, and a bit more composure in front of goal, and they would be absolutely daylight clear of us. Come on, boys, come on. Cassidy can't quite get to that. That's offside. I'm pretty sure that's offside, or did he come from deep for the initial pass? So he didn't touch it, and they have gone back in front. We're going to lose this, aren't we? So the initial ball through here, and was it a dummy? Yeah, it was a dummy. And speaking of dummies, there's 4 of them in our defence, I think. This is unbelievable. Well, berate again. Apparently they just like getting screamed at. Sterling, we need you again, mate. Get a hat-trick. Lavia comes forward. It's Lamar! And Thomas Lamar gets a first Chelsea goal. Well, we just won't go away. There's something to be said for that. But defensively, we're in absolute shambles. And we've just about managed to keep ourselves in the game at the other end. Oh, Jesus, I'm allergic to this. We'll give it a focus. And, I mean, it's been a cracking cup tie, hasn't it? You absolutely love this as a neutral. It's the magic of the cup. Here we go with Sterling. For Gallagher, goalkeepers come, can't get there, and Conor Gallagher, he's done really, really well. His 9th of the season, and it is 4-3. Let's just go back to balanced. And in the end, you might say our quality is just about shining through. Massively under-hit pass, goalkeeper had no business coming to try to get that, did he? So it's a goalkeeping error, I think, and we have scored twice late on to perhaps rescue our FA Cup. Lavia to Gallagher. Passing into space seems to be working for us, doesn't it? Here we go with Taremi. Oh, and it is now 5 as Taremi gets his 7th. Or does he? Or does he? It looked onside, and there's no VAR. So it is still tie on. I mean, it didn't look close. There's got to be controversy in a good cup tie, doesn't there? And I think we may just have it there. If Blackburn get a 4th, I'm gonna be annoyed because it looked absolutely fine, that goal. But anyway, Cassidy has brought down the Blackburn boy, and we've got a free kick to defend now, and we've just about managed to do it. Cassidy comes away the other side. He's got Lamar with him. He finds him. Can Lamar do something? He is won a foul, and that's surely a booking, isn't it? Ref, you've got to give him a yellow card. Thank you. That would have been me up off into my technical area with that one. Lamar again. We've got Lavia in a little bit of space. Chalabar as well. And here we go. Gallagher passing into space has definitely worked, hasn't it? Taremi almost, but can't get it. 8 minutes of stoppage time. Of course, I made 10 subs one at a time. And I wish I'd clicked past the ball into space against Manchester United now, because we've looked a completely different team going forward. Still rubbish at the back. But at least we've got a goal in us playing this way. Ball in. Sarr heads it down. And here we go now with Lamar coming forward. Is he going to be able to shrug off Hedges? No. But time is up. And it should just be a matter now of the referee deciding he's had enough. And we will be into the hat for the next round. But this was tense, wasn't it? Very, very tense. And arguably, we were second best in that game. Not even arguably. I think it's a fact. We were second best in that game, and we put 5 shots on target and scored 4 of them. So, well, you tell me what you think. So Chelsea come from behind to win. That's the 5th round. The 6th round is the quarterfinals, I think, isn't it? So Southgate was having a look at Chalobah, Sterling and Palmer, all of which should probably be in the England squad, if my unbiased opinion is to mean anything. And that will do it for today. If we go and have a quick look at how the rest of that cup we finished. Yeah, so next round is the quarterfinals. We don't have the draw as of yet. Let's see. It should be soon, shouldn't it? Alright, so here we go, FA Cup quarter-final draw. Let's see who is still around. And it's Arsenal, Leicester, Chelsea, ourselves obviously, City, Everton, Forest, West Ham and Fulham. So you'd look at that, you'd say ourselves, City and Arsenal, we've got to be the favourites, don't we? West Ham will be decent-ish. But anyway, let's see who we get here. Leicester would be nice, and that's who we get. So we've got a Championships team away from home again. And let's see if City could draw Arsenal. They get Everton, and Arsenal will get West Ham. So those are the quarterfinals. We've got to be every chance of getting ourselves back to Wembley with that, don't we? So let's hope that that is the case. And so I guess we will come back for Leicester away, and then the return of the Australian manager derby as we go to White Hart Lane. And if we can get 2 wins there, then I'll be very, very happy indeed. And certainly if we can do it a little bit easier than we did against Blackburn. If you've enjoyed it, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Sorry about the cup final, and I'll see you next time. Take care.